So you mean to tell me Jalen Hurts has an overall record of 88 on Madden 24? Somebody's been on the mushrooms. You had my curiosity. Now you got my attention. So you mean to tell me a guy that flipped his season from the year prior coming into this season at an 88 overall rating? Now, I don't know how y'all came up with that, but this is why people are all in an uproar because of these ratings. So a guy that came in had major improvement from years prior coming into last season, going to the Super Bowl, is going to be rated at 88 overall. Massive improvement. Tell me, how did y'all come up with those numbers? All these wizards behind the desk, I would really like to know, how did they come up with an overall rating of 88 for Jalen Hurts? A guy that's proved that he can beat blitzes, pass out of the pocket, along with running the ball, counteract blitzes. And you mean to tell me he did not improve? Yeah, 74 rating coming in, and now you want to put him at an 88 and thinking that is a big jump? And got him top 5 on a quarterback's list. Got Lamar Jackson, which I'm not going to throw no shade on him, but you got him at a 91. That's at best for Jalen Hurts. Because to be honest with you, 94, if you'd have came in and put him at a 90, yeah, I'd have been upset, but I'd have been like, I mean, he's in the 90s or 91, but 88, make that make sense. Please tell me. We're just going to cover these quarterback ratings. We're not going to get into the cornerbacks and these other positions, but the highlight of the moment is these quarterbacks, and you talk about, my goodness. Let's get into this list. It's no shock, no surprise. We know Patrick Mahomes is going to be at the top. 99 overall, I don't think anybody's going to have a question about that. No one's going to argue with it. Because if you ask me, if they'd have came in and gave him 100, the first player to break 99 to give him 100 rating, I don't think nobody will argue with it. I'm surprised they didn't do that for Patty Mahomes. But I'm going to tell you, it's well deserved from this guy. I'm not throwing no shade on him. He deserves that 99 overall, no question asked about it. Let's get into this little article. Mahomes regains the top spot after losing it to Tom Brady last season. Mahomes was third and a 95 overall. His throwing power at 97 is second best to Allen. His throw under pressure is number 1. He's second in all 3 throwing accuracies categories. No surprise there. So we're going to get off of Patrick Mahomes. There's no doubt he deserves to be number 1. That's a no-brainer. But when we go down here to Joe Burrow, I have no problem with Joe Burrow. If you ask me, they got this right for Joe. 95 overall, no questions asked. The guy is a hell of a quarterback. Now he has to prove coming in this season. Like I said before, he's got to get deeper in the playoffs. He's going to have to start winning more meaningful games. All 3 of those quarterbacks, actually with Josh Allen, they're all competing for that number 1 spot. Mahomes do not want to let it go, so they got some work to do. But yeah, Joe Burrow right now is ahead of Josh Allen. Have no problem with that. They just got them one under each other. Joe Burrow got more success in the postseason. Josh Allen know he has to bring it. He can't keep getting bumped out the first round and things like that. He's a hell of a quarterback. I have no problem with him. The only problem I had is he thought getting on the cover of Madden was like getting a law degree. He was that ecstatic. So I didn't understand that, but great job to you, and hopefully you come in this season and take care of business. Now we go down to Lamar Jackson, 91 overall. I'm be honest, I think they lowballed him a little bit. He should have been, in my opinion, he could have been a 94. I wouldn't argue with that. But 91, I think they went against him with all this stuff going in the offseason, him getting his money, him not getting his money, him not having a true agent, all this other stuff. So, he's going to take some dings from that. He should take a ding from that. That's why I say I do not know where they're getting these ratings from. It's like these tech geeks or something behind the desk. We're not trying to say y'all getting your job wrong or trying to tell you how to do your job. Well, kind of we are. But, where are y'all getting these ratings? How are y'all breaking this down? And since we're here, let's go down. Jalen Hurts. Well, where are we getting this from? Because to be honest with you, when you have guys lowballed like this, y'all need to have a press conference. Y'all got to explain this stuff. Y'all can't just give somebody an overall rating and then just leave it at that. Because when people in an uproar, I know y'all been hearing a lot of things on Twitter. People upset. They wonder how could you possibly give Jalen Hurts an 88 overall. Y'all should be able to answer to this. Have a press conference, explain why you give somebody that rating. It seemed like y'all sitting back and breaking it down like, well, in week 4 against the Jaguars, he had a tip ball that went back for an interception. So we got to take a point away from that. And then in week 10 against the Colts, he was on the goal line, 3rd and 2, and they decided to run the ball instead of doing a quarterback sneak. So we got to take a point away from that. Oh, then we go down here and we look at week 13 against the Giants. It was second quarter with 1:13 on the clock. And he didn't get the quarterback sneak for 3rd and 2. What's going on? Because really it's getting ridiculous. This guy should at least, and I'm going low ball it just a little bit at worst, a 90, 91. But you don't even have this guy in the 90s. That's what makes this crazy. Because I'm going to tell you, if I never knew Jalen Hurts and I was just a guy on the street, didn't know nothing about no football, and somebody came up to ask me, said, well, this guy, his name is Jalen Hurts. He plays quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, we're trying to break down an overall rating for him. What do you think we should give him just going off base of he's a football player and where you think he's going to be at? I would have gave him an 89. I would have gave him an 88. So it just doesn't make sense. And like I said, y'all have to explain more. Like in these little things right here. All this information up in here, it should state why they're at 88 overall. Don't throw all their accomplishments and all that stuff in here, what they did the previous year. No. State why they got an 88 in this paragraph. At least people will know and get an understanding of what's going on. Because if you don't do that, then you need to have a press conference and talk about this stuff. Hurts began last season as a 74, tied with Justin Fields and players like Teddy Bridgewater, Baker Mayfield, Jameis Winston, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Matt Ryan, none of whom finished the season as a starter. Hurts' breakout season culminating in a Pro Bowl and throwing for 3,701 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions, along with 760 yards and 13 rushing touchdowns, moved him well into the top 10. Hurts is 7th in speed, 89, tied with Jackson for 5th in throw under pressure, 89, tied for 8th in deep accuracy, 87, 9th in medium accuracy, 87, and 5th in short accuracy, 94, a massive jump from the now Eagles franchise quarterback. Oh, short accuracy, 94. That should have been his overall rating, 94. But we're going to give it to him in short accuracy. And then this how they try to clean it up like he just done wonderful things. A massive jump from now Eagles franchise quarterback. Man, you just can't make this stuff up, man. You see how they just clean this up and just try to make it look so good? 94 short. No, put that at overall rating. Put the 88 at short accuracy. That sounds a lot better, don't it? This is just pitiful. But once again, they want to keep holding us back. It's okay. I guess it's going to take winning a Super Bowl to get these people straight. I don't know if they just love buttering Patrick Mahomes buns every year, and they saying, oh, Jalen Hurts, he look like he can be somebody that could creep up on him and try to take his spot. We don't want that. No. We got to hold him back. We got to scoot him back a little bit. I mean, what is it? Please explain. Justin Herbert, Los Angeles Chargers, 87 overall. I have no problem with that. Matter of fact, if they had him at 90, 91, I don't think nobody would argue with that either. He's up and coming. He's a great quarterback. I like Justin Herbert. But, man, unbelievable. I'm still in shell shock, folks. I'm going to finish this list, but I'm still in shell shock. Herbert jumped up one spot from 7th while staying at an 88 for the second straight year. Herbert is third in throwing power, 96, and tied with Ryan Tannehill for ninth in throw under pressure, 87. No problem with him. 87 is a good fit for him. Like I said, if he was up a few points, nobody would have argued with it. I don't think we have no problem there. Justin Herbert, continue to do your thing. Get in the talks. Try to get up in that top 5. Try to get up in top 3. You got that kind of talent. Show us this year. Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. Here's another Cowboy. 87 overall. I think we all can agree with this. If they had him at 85, we would have agreed with it. Dak know what he got to do. I mean, each year coming in, he got that asterisk by his name. He just got to continue to try to do it in the playoffs. Big games show up. Everything with the Cowboys, it's like something always goes wrong in the playoffs. Regular season can look real good, but once they get there to when it counts the most, they crumble and they fall. So I think this is going to be the last year of actually Dak trying to show something for these Cowboys, because they already thinking about moving on from him. There's no doubt about that. And I don't blame him. He can't do it this year. You have to move on from him. Hate to say that about him. I don't want to say I'm a Dak Prescott fan, but I would like him to do well, just not against, the Eagles, of course, maybe against a few other teams, or maybe him getting traded, going somewhere else. But, I think he's a good guy. I'll put it that way. He's a good guy. Okay? It's therapy for me. He's a Cowboy. What you expect? Okay, let's go down here to Aaron Rodgers. They really dropped the ball on this one. Aaron Rodgers, New York Jets, 86 overall. Really? We're talking about a legend. Tell me, where did he drop off? You going against him because he's old now? He's not with the Packers anymore. Now he's with the Jets, and you're kind of like saying, well, we don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he's going to get injured. Maybe he's just lost it. He's just too old. He's got more to prove to us. When the last time he won a Super Bowl? I don't know. But 86, no. Just for his longevity and his seniority, he should be in the 90s. This guy should be at least 93, 92. I would have had no problem with that. But 86 overall, I think that is total disrespect for this guy's mind and what he offers on that football field. This guy's a winner. He's a proven winner. And there's not many quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers in this league. And you put him at an 86 overall. I told you, these wizards, they think they know what they're doing. They don't. This is crazy. I'm not going to read this article. I think Aaron Rodgers is proven. Everybody knows his story. We knows his makeup. We don't have to dress nothing up about him. But Kirk Cousins, Minnesota. Vikings, 84 overall. That's probably a good high end for Kirk Cousins, actually. I mean, how many times this guy's been franchise tagged? I mean, he knows he has a lot to prove. Now, Minnesota, I'm surprised he's still on this team. This probably a make-it-break-it year for him. But Kirk Cousins, he just looked like a Band-Aid quarterback to me. Now, he has flashes. Don't get me wrong. He can make some good passes here. He can make some tight throws, get a touchdown. But he has these moments where he can make a bonehead play at any given time. A pick six. It's always in the making for him. A strip sack. Sometimes he holds on the ball too long. And he just makes bad decisions here and there. But like I say, he's a good Band-Aid quarterback. If a team looking for something to rebuild on and just throw a quarterback in the spot, try to fight for playoff contention, he'll be your quarterback for the job. But winning a Super Bowl, I don't know about that just yet. I don't know. You got to have a hell of a defense behind him. You know, you might can make him up to be like a Trent Dilfer or something like that, maybe. But I'm not that high on Kirk Cousins. Tua, 83 overall. It's about right. I mean, the guy got a big upside. He does have a big upside. 83, I might have gave him a 87 myself. But Tua coming in this year, if he can stay healthy. I mean, this guy, he's been getting concussions and things like that. You know, it's probably a lot of, you know, questions about his availability and things like that. But I think he's a hell of a player. Got a big upside. He just got to get a full season underneath him with nothing that's going wrong. And I think he can pull something out. So despite the serious concussions injuries, had the best season of his career in 2022, throwing for 3,548 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions that helped jump his rating up from a 75 to an 83 last year. He and his backup, Bridgewater, were both rated 75. Tagovailoa is a strong, medium, and short-range passer in Madden, ranking 3rd in medium accuracy, 92, and 4th in short accuracy, 96. So yeah, man, and he's a good, big, strong guy too. Like I said, he stays healthy, keep working on his craft, be a hell of a quarterback. I'm rooting for him. You know, I like the guy. He's showing you he's strong too. I mean, he's tough. Man got a concussion, still out there running, leading with his head. I think one time he was running without no helmet, trying to get yardage. So yeah, this might be a little this too, but other than that, yeah, he's a tough guy. So that does it for this list. I'm not gonna go down to the cornerbacks. 10, Tua, 9th, Kirk, 8, Rodgers, tied for 6, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, and old Jalen Hurts. He's got the right last name for this one because, man, Jalen, it hurts. It hurts bad. I can't believe they done my boy like this. What is going on? That's all right. Let's go improve it. Let's go improve it coming in this year. Because I'm going to tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you if he came into this year and he started dropping the ball, they lose 3 straight, he's throwing interceptions, he does not look like himself, I'll be the first one to criticize him. I will let y'all know he's off his rocker, what's going on. They got this rating right. I'll be the first one to come back and say, oh yeah, they lucky they gave him 88. But that's not the case. And if we're going off last season, this don't make sense anyway. So yeah, I'm a big critic. You know, I can call him out if he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's not playing how he's supposed to play. He's not leading his team. No problem at all. That's not the case. Give the guy his due. And to be honest with you, Wizards behind the scenes doing these player ratings, if I was y'all, I would shoot high on ratings with all these players. You know why? Because you can gradually bring them back down throughout the season. Just like how you can pick them up, you can bring them down. Something like this obvious, when this guy went to the Super Bowl, obviously improved his game from one year to the next. You could have shot him up at a 94. He came out, looked a little sketchy, a little funny. Then you could have dropped it a point, a 0.2, depending on how the first 3 to 6 games went. We would have had no problem with that. But when you coming out at launch, you got to show respect to these players, especially coming out launch. Because 88, that don't need to leave the launching pad. But that's another story. 4, Lamar Jackson. 3, Josh Allen. Joe Burrow, 2. And of course, Patty Mahomes at number 1. So we got to get it right. Let me know what y'all think, because I know y'all know Jalen Hurts got snubbed. I want to hear it in the comments. What y'all think here? What he should have got? What rating do you think Jalen Hurts deserved coming into this season? Me, I would say 94, 95, I'd have been okay with it. But 88? Nah, no way. This is Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. This is Super Saturday. Enjoy y'all weekend. Let me put it back up over here. Enjoy y'all weekend. Like I say, thanks again to the subscribers. I see y'all out there. We got to talk a little more in the comment section. Don't know if we're shy. I don't know if y'all saying, well, we don't know yet. Let's give them 2 or 3 more years. I don't know what the case is, but we need to talk a little more. We need to get this sports things going. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. Algorithms, of course, we got to keep it moving. We want to get the message out there. We want the channel to grow. We have to do these things. We appreciate everything. And enjoy the season that's coming up. Super Saturday. Until next broadcast, thanks for y'all time, and we out of here. Peace.